Hey guys, welcome to today's reading. This is a general check-in to see what is going on within the collective of twin flames, soulmates, divine love connections, whatever you want to label your connection as. So I kind of liked how in the last reading we didn't have to wait for the cards to come out. So I decided to just lay them out before starting the video. Do let me know in the comments, please, if you guys prefer me doing it this way or if you prefer to see the cards coming out. I generally do prefer having the cards come out, but thought I'd switch it up a bit. So yeah, before we get started, I just want to thank everybody who has subscribed to me in the past week, because there were quite a few of you. Thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed already, but my readings resonate with you, I would appreciate it so much if you did subscribe. All right, so with that said, let's get into it and see what is going on. We actually have the feminine energy on the left and then the masculine energy on the right. So for the major theme cards for the feminines, it's actually pretty intense energy, and it's pretty intense energy on both sides right now. So for the feminines, we have the Temple Path, Angel of Strength, Fear, and Solitude. So the feminines are really being called right now to be stronger than they ever have. And actually what I'm getting here is that you are actually doing that. You are becoming stronger than you ever have before. And you are actually portraying this, and this is just really coming out from within your own self. You are on your temple path. You are opening up more and more spiritually. And actually what this is doing is it is causing you to face your fears. And one of your fears may have been solitude, right? The fear of being alone. And it's very interesting that this came up, because this card, Solitude, came up in the previous reading that I did, which if you haven't watched it, I would highly recommend that you do. It's titled something like Important DF Messages, and some very strong messages came through, not only for the divine masculines, but also for the feminines. And I think they would be really useful and helpful for many of you. So basically the message here is you don't need to fear being alone, because ultimately you are not alone, and holding on to that fear is just going to keep you stagnant. But you are gaining the strength right now to push through that fear of being alone and knowing that you are not. So in your general energy here, we have the Six of Cups in reverse together with the Two of Wands, the Moon, and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So yeah, you are really missing your masculines. Even if you are moving forward, even if you are detaching, you still miss them because of the intensity of this connection. But it feels like there's still some illusions that you're holding on to. And this is kind of related to you're having doubts. And it feels like the doubts aren't even only about the connection, all right? Because for some of you it is. You're doubting the whole connection. A lot of you, though, it feels like you are doubting whether you can hold on to this connection because you've been so disappointed. The love is there, right? Because right under here we have the Two of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and then the Four of Cups in reverse with the Hanging Man in reverse. So the love is there, but again with this Five of Pentacles, this is just really confirming that feeling left out, feeling alone, feeling abandoned, feeling that solitude, but in a negative way, in a way that is related to fear. And because this is right under the Moon, this is what is an illusion, actually. So Spirit is trying to tell you, that no, you are not alone. You might feel like, yeah, okay, you are not with your divine masculine. Yes, your divine masculine has, quote unquote, left you alone, right? But that doesn't mean that you truly are alone. And it's kind of like each one of you has to figure that out for your own self, like what the message is there for you. What does that mean to you? Okay, there is no need to be afraid of being alone, because ultimately you are not. And you, with this Nine of Wands here being in reverse, it's like you are ready to give up. You feel like giving up. And that is related to you feeling alone or feeling like maybe this is all an illusion. And right under this Nine of Wands in reverse, which is the energy of giving up, we have the Four of Cups and the Hanging Man, both in reverse. So it's like you want to give up because you are so sick and tired. Let me just show these cards upright. You are sick and tired of your offer not being accepted. Because even if you haven't overtly given an offer, it's there. The masculine knows it's there, and you know that the masculine knows it's there. And if they're just gonna sit there being indifferent to it, or showing indifference to it, or stagnation, or not doing anything, then you don't want to have any part in this. Why are you gonna keep trying and putting in this effort when they're in this, sitting in this Four of Cups energy, like either taking you for granted, taking your offer for granted, taking your love for granted, and not taking that cup? You're like, you know, you want my cup? Come and get it. Is the energy that I'm getting here, because you're tired of them being stuck. Stuck in this Four of Cups type of an energy. And just keeping themselves hostage. This is how you are perceiving it, even though you do love them. And this is causing you to feel this solitude, this Five of Pentacles. But like I said, it's an illusion. And it's painful. It is. I mean, even if you're detaching and you're moving forward, it doesn't mean it's not painful. We have the Six of Cups here, first card out, and the Two of Wands. It's like this energy is in you, where you wish you could move forward in this connection because you miss them so much. But Moon, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Wands in reverse. You don't want someone who doesn't want your offer. It's like you're feeling like it's also a respect for yourself type of a thing. Okay, so for the masculines, and I will get to the future energies in just a sec. For the masculines, the major theme cards that we got were Goddess of the Moon, Stuck, and Purge. Okay, so before you get all excited about this Stuck card, here's the message here. The message is with this Goddess of the Moon that they are tapping into their higher selves. And I know, again, you know, it's something we've been saying for a while, but it's very, very interesting because, again, something very similar came up in that previous reading that I talked about in the beginning of this video. So please do go watch it. I will actually put a link in the description box, and I will add the little video box at the end of this video on the screen. So yeah, of course they're stuck, right? They're still stuck in whatever situation they were in. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video. But they are purging this. They are purging the stuckness. Why? Because they are finally being receptive to their higher calling. They're finally beginning to be affected by their intuition, whereas before they were just being oblivious to it. Okay, so you might not be able to see this, but it is happening. They need to purge this first. So then we have for them, first card out is the Five of Cups. By the way, this is a new deck that one of my lovely viewers, who has also become a very dear friend, sent to me, and I thank you so, so much. I absolutely love this deck. It's the carnival themed deck by 78 Tarot. This is the back. And the images on this deck are just stunning. I can't wait for you guys to see these images. All right, so here is the Five of Cups. The masculines, plain and simple, right now are depressed. Very depressed, okay? And then we have Judgment in reverse and the World. So they are depressed, and they are being very like harsh on themselves at the moment, which on the one hand you might think is a good thing, and actually it is. It doesn't matter that Judgment is in reverse at this point. Okay, they are kind of like getting on their own case, pretty much cursing themselves out. But it's like this is a necessary part of the process, because right after that we have the World. So things are actually working out in a very strange way. It's like It's like there's a vicious cycle here. What's going on is because they're depressed, they're being harsh on themselves, seeing everything that they've done wrong, really getting on themselves for having missed opportunities, for having made the mistakes they have made in the past, for not having done something sooner. This is causing them to be more depressed. And the more depressed they get, the more harsh they are on themselves. But eventually, this is going to be what is helping to purge out the stuckness. And that is what is going to lead to the conclusion of this chapter, of this cycle in their life, so that they can come out of it. Okay, so this is what is actually happening right now. Now, in terms of how they feel about you, we have the Queen of Cups, the Tower, and the Three of Swords. So this is how they see you. As the Queen of Cups, this is you, I'm actually getting it both ways. This is how they feel about you. They're feeling this love. Okay, just plain and simple, very straightforward. But this is also how they're seeing you, that you have always been offering your love to them, even if you have had fights, arguments, pettiness, blocking each other, whatever it is. Your heart, though, was always there for them. And it's like, in combination, this realization, in combination with their depression and them being so harsh on themselves because they are seeing some very hard truths. That's exactly what I'm getting with this Judgment in reverse. That they are seeing the very harsh truths. Kind of like the demons within themselves. That's what this Judgment in reverse is. It's the revelations or the insights of their darkness. That is leading to, ta-da, the Tower. The Tower and the Three of Swords, the pain. So this is happening now, and it's extremely, extremely intense. Okay, I mean, this is huge. This is huge, you guys. This is what is helping them to get unstuck. So I also looked into their intentions, actually. Like, what is it that they're thinking of doing? What are they intending to do? And what we got was the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So what I'm getting here, okay, first of all, they miss you. They miss you like crazy, just like you miss them. So we have the Six of Cups in both energies, both the feminine and the masculine. So you're both missing each other. And ultimately, their intention for you is this Knight of Cups to come forward. And just look how beautiful these cards are. I am so excited. I am so excited that I have them. So yeah, so they are, the Six of Cups is also a card of reunion, right, with someone from the past. So they are intending on this, and I feel like it's actually on a very conscious level, to be honest with you guys. We do have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse here, so there's two messages actually with this. Number one, if your masculine is single, they're intending on not being single, okay? If they have been having a fear of commitment, or maybe being single so that they can, you know, mess around with a lot of different partners, I feel like this is their intention, to stop doing that. If your masculine is not single and is in another relationship, a karmic relationship most likely, I clarified this, and what we got was, look at that, the Lovers in reverse. And so the message here for that group is that if they're married or in another relationship, they are intending on not really holding on to that, letting it go, and moving towards a reunion with you and being able to offer you this Knight of Cups. They are planning on actually being single, but not really single, because they're they're planning on approaching you. So but this Tower being right smack in the middle and Judgment being in reverse, I mean, this is really, really just so consistent with that previous reading that I did. So please, you guys, go watch it. There's so many important messages in that reading. I know I keep saying it over and over again, but it's because I really, really believe it. And it's short too. It's a short video. Okay, so hold on, guys. Give me one sec. All right. So coming up for the feminines, we have the Three of Cups, Strength, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? So Basically, it feels like you guys are just doing such a great job. This is like so impressive for the feminines. You might not even really be aware of this, of how good you're doing. And if you really feel like you're not, take this as encouragement, take this as guidance, okay? Because, I mean, this is the second time we have a strength card showing up. Because remember in the beginning, we had Angel of Strength, right? And then we also have strength coming up for you. Stay in your strength, just stay in your power, keep doing you, keep opening yourself up to spirituality and conquering your fear of solitude, all right? This is what this is about because, well, first of all, we have the Three of Cups, right? This is you realizing in the near future that your life is worth celebrating. You are worth celebrating. You are worth being of happiness within your own self. You don't need your masculine to be happy. Okay, you are worth celebrating and being happy with or without this person. And that is the ultimate conquering of this fear of solitude. Look how well all of that ties in. It's pretty amazing if you ask me. All right, so you are gaining that strength to do that. And then, like, seriously, the Eight of Swords in reverse. If that's not conquering fear, I don't know what is. This is you getting untrapped from that fear. You can do it, okay? You can do it. And if you feel like you've already done it, well then yeah, this is just tapping into your energy. This is where you're headed. This is what you are doing, and this is what you will continue to do. And take it also as encouragement. Keep doing that. Don't allow yourself to be trapped in fear. Don't. Be in this Three of Cups and strength energy. Very impressive for the feminines, I must say. All right, so for the masculines coming up, we got, this is actually so interesting. Like, oh my gosh, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, this was the Devil was on the bottom of the deck for the current energy. Okay, so I just see that as, yes, like this is them really facing their inner demons, as I said before, which is leading them to have this tower where everything is going to be destroyed because they're still in this tower. It's not over yet. And it's just kind of like a destruction of the little box that they have been living in, and the little box that all of their beliefs are in, where they refuse to like think outside of that box and see that so much of their beliefs is just social conditioning. Okay, but look at this in their future energy, near future. So that would just be like a week or two. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Wands, the Sun, and the Hierophant. So with this, I'm just going to start with the middle cards here. Actually, and the last one. With the Eight of Wands, right, this is quick movement. This is them moving towards the Sun, which is the Hierophant. So this is them moving towards their truth, towards their happiness. And what is that? A connection that is spiritual, a commitment, okay? But this is going to happen once they're out of this tower. That is once this purging is done and they are towards the end of this tower, they're going to be able to see the sun, the light at the end of the tunnel. And that is what they're moving towards ultimately. But you're probably wondering, why do we even have this Eight of Pentacles in reverse then? If they're not, doesn't that mean they're not working? Yeah, actually, you know what? When I first saw it, I was like, why is it in reverse? Like, how can they move forward like this without putting in effort? And then it hit me, like the message just came through because of the tower. That's divine intervention. Guess what? Yeah, the masculines right now, they're not putting in any effort. They're sitting in this depression. They're sitting in this depression, being harsh on themselves and pretty much just kind of sulking. But this is the crazy thing. Because of the divine intervention, right now, they're not putting in any effort because it's the divine just doing it for them. Everything in their world right now is just changing. Everything is coming crashing down, having these realizations without them even having to do anything. It's just happening to them. Now, I'm not saying that they're not going to put in any effort in the future or that they won't have to. Yes, they will, but I'm just talking about the immediate future. It's like they don't have to do anything because the divine is just like, enough is enough. You know what? Here you go. Take this tower so you can finally see the truth of this connection. So I just thought that was a very, very interesting message that came through. I was, I don't know, a little bit surprised by that message, but that is what my guides are telling me here. So I pulled 2 cards at the end just to see any final messages if this was resonating with you, and we got regeneration and time to go. And so basically, yes, this regeneration, that's this tower. Not only the tower, but the strength that the feminines are finding within themselves and conquering their fears. This is a regeneration, stripping of the old so that the new can come through. And you're both doing that, is what I'm getting. And time to go, oh, that has nothing to do with this connection, by the way. It has to do with what it is that you are regenerating. What is it that you are stripping? It is time to go from this fear of solitude. For the masculines, it is just time to go from their old way of being. It's time for them to purge. Okay, this is time to go, time to cross that bridge and leave all of this toxicity, leave this devil energy, their inner demons behind. All right, guys, so those were the messages. Please give me a like if this made sense to you, if you liked it. Leave me a comment if it resonated. And if you want a personal reading, all the information is in the description box. And I will talk to you guys soon. Much love. Bye.